hands. How's it going? Look at us. We're using our hands. How fun.
He actually learned how to use it. I don't know if you saw last week, but he stood there like this.
Yeah.
And he looked ridiculous.
Hey, I don't know if I look ridiculous. I actually think I look pretty good. But here's the thing. We got a lot of new stuff going around at this church. I don't know if you guys have seen that. And it's really, really awesome. And it just takes a little bit to learn it all. That's it. So, sometimes I have my hand raised the entire time, and that's okay. It's kind of fun, actually.
Yeah. You're just learning new stuff, but I'm younger and hippier, and I know all the cool tricks.
Yeah, what's a cool trick? What's a cool trick that you know?
I knew how to use this last week.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you know what they say. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. The only thing I know is how to eat, and how to eat a lot. So good.
Guess what, Fred?
What?
We're learning about living discipleship today, and guess what? I'm going on my ship! Do you guys remember that? I went on my ship last year. I took you guys fishing, you and Siri Sally Bible. She's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, I remember her. She got booted off of this, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, we're living on a ship with disciples? What does that mean? Living discipleship?
Yeah, I think we're trying to be more like Jesus. And he went on a boat, so I was going to go on the boat for a day and try and be like Jesus on the boat and then bring it on land. Because he did it on land and on the boat.
Wait. I'm kind of confused. Are we living like Jesus? Or are we living like the disciples? Because it's living discipleship. Because, that one disciple, I think there was one that ate lotus kisses and honey and dressed weird. I'm all about that. I think that could be really fun.
Locusts? What the heck are locusts?
I don't know, but if it's food or even if it's maybe not, I'll probably eat it either way. So, who knows?
True.
So yeah, maybe on the nose, are we living like Jesus? Are we living like disciples?
Well, Fred and Mort, that's an excellent question because we actually want to be living disciples who then modeled their life after Jesus. And so today, our theme is called Living Discipleship. And it means that we were created by God with this inner hunger for purpose and hope. And that includes a desire to know God better. And through knowing him, we feel the sacrificial love of Jesus, and then we find a life of abundancy. And that's a word I want you to listen to, Fred and Mort. Abundancy.
I have a question. Look, my hand's raised. I have a question.
Yes, Fred.
So abundant amount of food, would that be a lot of food? Is that what that word means?
Almost. Let me go on to explain.
Okay, no more questions.
No, that's okay, Fred. That we're invited to share this abundant life with others by becoming a disciple for Jesus, and one that practices faith, experiences joy, we sense a call, and we live a real life rooted in Jesus. Not so much about eating on this one, Fred.
Oh, yeah, another one without food. But all I know is you said a lot of big words, and abundant is a big word.
Yeah, I thought you knew all those cool tricks. You don't know cool big words, too?
I know some. I never said I didn't know abundant. I said I heard abundant.
Yeah, well, you need to hear abundant more things.
So, Mort, what do you think abundant might mean then?
Big stuff.
Yeah, Mort, you're put on the spot.
Big stuff. I like that, Mort. That's really, really good thinking. You were right. Abundant does mean a big life. And it doesn't mean what we typically think, meaning lots of good things in our life as far as lots of food or lots of a cool house or things like that. It means that we get to have a life that's full and it feels big from the inside.
I know that I love feeling full and I love feeling big. And I feel that a lot from food, and when my tummy is so full and big, I just love it. So if I can feel that way from living like Jesus and living like a disciple, I'm all in. Let's learn some more.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Have fun. See you later.
Love you, kids. Hi, children. It's so good to see you. I'm here in the shed part of our barn, and then maybe you can see, I'm not sure if you can, but I have a few goats here with me. We have 5 goats in total, but this goat right here, her name is Opal. And then we also have Sophia and Hazel and Odie and Brody, and they might make an appearance too at some point. But children, it's good to see you. Today I'm going to be talking about something called living discipleship and also an abundant life. And so the verse I want to share with you comes from the book of John, which is in the New Testament. All right, and this comes from John 10:10. It says, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. And let me sign for you this verse, just because, again, I think signing helps me to understand things so much fuller, and it helps you as well. The sign says, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. And now let me start back at the very beginning, and I want you to imagine if there's a period there after I came, period. And I think about, it's not that I, Anna, or you yourself came, it's that you sign the word I and you point out to Jesus. I came. Boom. And that's almost like period, end of story. That's all we need to know. That Jesus came and he came down to us. And he came to us to give us life. And that we would have it abundantly. And kids, I'm here with my goats because you know that I didn't even know how much I love goats until I got them. And with them, I feel abundant life. And what that means is that I feel a joy and a happiness and a giddiness and a silliness and a completion that I didn't even know was possible. But let me back that up a little bit. I want to tell you kids about a story, and it'll make sense in the end, okay? And this relates to abundant life, that full, all right? This is also the sign for full, that full life, all right? So my daughter, Kaya Lynn, she's older now, so she's in college. And anyway, she used to have this, or she has this friend. And anyway, this friend, a few years ago, so still but in high school age, this high school friend of hers needed help addressing an envelope. And anyway, Kaya was with this friend, and the friend said, can you help me? And Kaya was like, what do you mean? He said, with this envelope. And Kaya very kindly said, with addressing it? You mean like putting your address and the person who you want to send it to, their address on the envelope? And the person said, yeah. And Kai was like, absolutely, I can help you with that. And that might seem like a funny story to share with you, but I share it with you because I love how Kaya, in talking with this friend, just very calmly and in a very kind, thoughtful way said, help me understand. So you need help with knowing where the address and the return address goes? And the friend said, yeah. Kaya didn't judge this friend. This person was graduating from high school. And Kaya didn't laugh at the friend. Kaya didn't think, oh my goodness, you don't know how to do that? No, instead Kaya just said, oh, with that, yeah, I'd love to help you. And I love that this friend knew that about Kaya, knew that he could ask Kaya and she would, of course, want to show how we do this. And Kaya was sharing this story with me, and I said to her, Kaya, that's just like how Jesus interacts with us. That we can tell him the most ridiculous thing like, Jesus, I don't know how to do this, or Jesus, I'm so embarrassed about what I have done, or Jesus, I need forgiveness for this, or you're never going to believe what I did. It's so horrible, or it's so embarrassing. And yet Jesus, with absolute kindness and love, goes, I can help you with that. I'd love to help you with that. I'm here for you. Now you might be wondering, how does this relate to abundant life? And I shared with you how I love these goats, and I love that they bring me joy and happiness and freedom and giddiness, and that I feel abundant life with them. But ultimately, kids, I feel abundant life when I remember that I belong to Jesus. And that's all I need. I just need that Savior who looks at me when I say, Jesus, I don't know how to just even do something as simple as address this envelope. And Jesus looks at me and says, it's okay, Anna. I'm going to help you with that. I love you. That is when I feel abundance, where I think, yes, I am enough. This is also the sign for enough. There is no judgment. There is no laughter. There is no condemnation. There's just, you're okay. I've got you. And kids, it's in that I find abundant life. I do not find abundant life even in the sense of, my goatie's trying to get you on film. I do not find abundant life even here or in the things that I have. Or in gratefulness for where I look around and I think, oh, wow, this is my life. I find gratitude in that. But the place where I find abundance or fullness or that I am enough is in Jesus. That creator, that lover of me who says, it's okay, Anna. No matter what, I've got you and I've got your back. And that brings me to the second verse that I want to share with you. It comes from the book of Galatians. And Galatians is also in the New Testament. The second, or that last part of our Bible, Galatians 6:14, and it says, I never want to brag about anything except the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ. And that's where we find abundance. When we are not bragging about the things we have, we are not bragging about the life we live, we are not bragging about the job we have, the school we attend, what our mother or father does, or the friends that we have. We are not bragging or thinking about any of those things. Instead, we are bragging about Jesus, and we're saying, he loves me, and that's all I need. And now, kids, I also want to share with you the second part of that kind of story, that follow-up, that my daughter Kaya Lynn, in giving that love and that kindness, she's experienced abundant life. Knowing that she's a person who people can share a silly struggle like that with, and she's going to say, hey, yeah, I'd be glad to help you. Kids, we want to be givers of Jesus. All right? We want to be vessels for him. That through us, other people start to realize who Jesus is, and then they want that abundant life with him. And we brag of who he is. And ultimately, when we become more like him, we are a disciple for him. We are a living, loving disciple. Kids, at the end of the skit tonight, you are going to be seeing Ben Lodahl, who is our worship director, and also he worked with our high school youth. And he's going to be singing a song. And first of all, I love the song, and I want you to be listening to the words of that song. But I love that when Ben left New Heights, we were able to celebrate with him and celebrate that abundant life he was living into. That he was going to be a bragger of Jesus. All right? Kids, that's what we get to be when we're a disciple. A bragger of Jesus and nothing else. Kids, would you pray with me, please? Oh, Lord. Again, we revel at the simplicity that you call us into a life that is full, that it's full of you, and that we get to be a bragger of you and what you have done for each one of us. Lord, that you forgive us, you call to us, you redeem us, you fix us, you love on us even when we don't know anything, Lord. You look at us and you say, it's okay. I've got you. So, Lord, thank you for being that for us. Help us to be that for others, Lord. And, Lord, walk with us each and every day as we walk as a disciple for you. I love you so much, Lord. And it is in your name that we pray and we celebrate this day. Amen. I love you, kids, so much. God be with you.
We're gonna join us. I'll be playing guitar, and then Ellie here, she's going to be doing the action. So watch her for the action. So here we go. Ready?
Welcome to Gertie's Jerseys. You are stepping foot into the greatest store this size of Jersey. The store where we can make all your wishes come true. You simply by putting on a different jersey. A bit of hocus pocus, abracadabra, and poof! Whatever life you desired will become amazing and alive. The magic of Gertie's Jerseys. And, did I mention, my name's Gertie, the one and only?
Yeah.
And your name is?
Gertie, it's me, it's Ping Pong Jim. It's your best friend.
Ping Pong Jim? What brings you to the infamous Gertie's Jerseys?
Well, I decided to take my monthly trip out of my cave, and I wound up here, and I'm just browsing, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out kind of what's going on here. You kind of surprised me a little bit.
The Ping Pong Jim, you ain't fooling anyone. I can tell by that wild look in your eye. You're doing more than just browsing. You're dreaming about a new life. I'm telling you, it really is as simple as putting on one of Gertie's jerseys.
Oh, well, Gertie, you know me pretty well. I'm kind of tempted by that offer. I don't know.
Will anything catching your eye?
Well, I ain't seen nothing that really stand out to me yet, but do you have any jerseys? I was kind of thinking that, do you have any jerseys that would magically give me an abundant life? Abundant life, yeah. Abundantly, yes, abundant life.
I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. Yes, let's see. I know it was in here somewhere. Abundant life. Yeah. In order to have abundant life, you need a jersey that screams, I am a disciple for Jesus. And it goes on to say that while wearing this fancy jersey and living your awesome abundant life, you will, 1, practice your faith. 2, experience joy.
Oh, I would like some joy. Yeah.
And finally, 3, sense your call. Now I'm going to be honest with you, Ping Pong Jim. I am not entirely certain of what any of this means.
Yeah.
But that's never stopped either of us before, so
Yeah.
I'll just watch for something that sparks those wild cave-dwelling eyeballs of yours.
All right. Oh, yeah. I guess that's great. Yeah.
All right, so how about we start with finding a jersey that helps you with number one, practicing your faith. All right, sounds simple enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Folks, let's see what Gertie's Jerseys has in store for our good friend, Ping Pong Jim.
Oh my goodness! I'm wearing Lulu Popplewell's jersey. I mean, well, she is like the biggest church lady extraordinaire. So I mean, she sings very, very loud. She prays the longest. She acts very, very holy. I think she very much is. I mean, she certainly doesn't need to practice faith. I mean, she's already won the Faith Life Trophy. Yep. No, yeah, that's a good one. I look good in that one.
Yeah?
Yep.
Now, I promise you that Gertie's Jerseys would not disappoint. Yes, just like your good friend Lulu Popplewell, when you wear this fine jersey, there is no practice in the faith life. That means no more need for Bible studying, faith questioning, or quiet mumbly praying. Just slide this patterned red and white dreamboat over those fine shoulders and you will become the finest disciple for Jesus ever. Talk about an abundant life, am I right?
Well, yeah. I mean, that sounds so tempting. And here I have been getting a little bit excited, actually, about practicing my faith. I mean, spent a lot of time practicing ping pong. It'd be nice to practice something else. But, that invitation to finally ask faith questions, that opportunity to question and doubt, that the ability to exercise my inner hunger, to ask God why, how, and even when. Yeah.
Well, okay, clearly you are not a Lulu Popplewell church lady extraordinaire. Let's try another route, okay? So, the second criteria listed in this Disciple and Abundant Life jersey guest involves experiencing joy. That couldn't be easier. Brace yourself, because the next jersey will definitely usher in the joy. All right, you'll be the picture of joy.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Now, not just anybody could be a professional ping pong player. Your new jersey will bring you an assortment of enviable traits. Rippling ping pong muscles.
Oh.
Blazing paddle speed.
Oh, my goodness.
Achievement notoriety.
Oh.
Ping Pong Jim, your name could be in the record books.
Oh, my goodness.
Kids will want your autograph.
Ah.
You'll be making Nike or Gatorade commercials in no time.
Oh, I love those both.
Talk about dollar signs.
Oh, man.
Need I say more about this opportunity for abundant life?
Wow. I mean, that sounds so tempting, Gertie. I mean, it's hard to imagine greater happiness than that. It's what I've worked my whole life for. Mm-hmm. I mean, a life where everyone says, ooh, there goes ping pong paddle wheel and ping pong Jim.
There he goes.
I mean, I would just love that. I mean, I tell you, I gotta say, I heard somewhere that having true joy is when we let go of our own desires and live to serve Jesus instead. Well, I really want to be a professional ping pong paddler so bad. But I might get kind of a big head if I go pro with this whole thing. I mean, it's hard to kind of ignore how good looking I am,
Clearly, you are not cut out for the professional ping pong paddling jersey. Millions of dollars and notoriety life. It's not for everyone. Okay. The third thing in this Disciple and Abundant Life is to sense your calling. Finding this jersey might be trickier. Do you know what your calling is, Ping Pong Jim?
My calling? I mean, I'm sensing that it all goes back to the abundant life I came to look for when I live as a disciple of Jesus. So maybe that's my calling. I mean, you got any actual disciple jerseys laying around, like a Peter or a John or something? I mean, I don't know.
I sure do.
Ooh.
This one came in just last night. Brace yourself, because this is one mighty old jersey. But if anyone could pull it off, it's going to be you.
Ooh.
It actually comes in all colors that lend themselves well to drab and dreary, complete with a braided head wrap, a fishing pole, and well-worn sandals.
Oh, look at those sandals.
There's no more sense in a calling. You have found your calling.
Yeah.
This jersey screams, I've got purpose.
Yeah?
I'm going to tell you about Jesus and how he changed my life.
Well, you know, I do. I really feel like we're getting closer. I mean, but Gertie, I'm just not sure people would actually listen to me if I wore that to school or birthday parties or funerals or outings of really any kind, you know. It seems a bit over the top. And I'm pretty refined, you know. I do have a sense that I'm called to a greater purpose, though. Something that goes beyond just dressing the part of a disciple, but maybe actually becoming one. I don't know.
Ping pong, Jim, level with me. What's it going to take to put you in one of my magical jerseys and give you that discipling abundant life you've been looking for?
You know, I love you, Gertie. I really do. I mean, you're my best friend in the world. But I'm not sure that Gertie's jerseys can offer me what I'm looking for. I mean, my current life is so lackluster. I'm tired all the time. I'm trapped by everything I'm expected to do. There's work and school and family commitments and friends to see and caves to clean. And don't get me started on all the problems in our world. I mean, that's why I hide in the cave in the first place. Gertie, you and I are wearing face shields, for goodness sakes. You can't tell me that something doesn't just seem a little bit out of whack. I mean, I want to have a sense of purpose, some hope, and really some peace. I don't need to be rich or famous. I mean, that would be really nice, but I don't need to be. I just want to have a better life, I guess, an abundant life.
Sad to say, Gertie's jerseys has a limited selection. Here they are again. And to be honest, I can't offer anything better or much different. In the end, I guess putting on one of my jerseys won't magically change your life after all.
Actually, there is one more option. It's not as simple as wearing some magical jersey or even as tempting as exchanging lives with someone, yet it is the exact thing that you guys are looking for. A life filled with abundance. One where you're practicing your faith, experiencing joy, sensing your call, and finally, living a real life in me.
Wait, I mean, I remember the parts about practicing my faith, experiencing joy, sensing my call, but what's this about living a real life in you?
Well, a life in me is a life where you would treat others with sacrificial love. Your relationships would be strong and real. You'd have a circle of friends that love and support you, no matter what you do. You would go to bed at night, breathing in a sense of peace, hope, and purpose. It's totally unlike anything you've seen in any of those jerseys or quick life changes. All of what I'm talking about, that would bring you an abundant life.
But come on now, there's got to be a catch.
Well, sort of. The abundant life invites you to be a true servant to me and others. Serving me can be hard. It requires a tremendous sacrifice, selfless thinking, and constant forgiving love. And you will still experience heartache, questioning, and waiting on me. Remember, though, I do not ask you to serve so grandly that you change the world through one great deed, or one brilliant thought, or one profound statement. Changing the world can become a fairly selfish endeavor. Besides, I already took care of the world. Abundant life requires you to recognize the truth. Instead, I call each and every one of you to simply touch lives over time, to place others' joy before your own, to offer forgiveness when you don't think you can love, to those who see you as unlovable. In the end, living for me will bring you the truest joy. So tell your children that you love them a lot, daily even. Thank your parents for working hard. Put your phones and video games away and actually play and talk to one another. Offer grace, joy, and true forgiveness to your husbands and wives. Laugh at your mistakes. Show gratitude and slow down, because this life is a gift from me.
This all sounds fairly doable, but there's no way Ping Pong Jim could ever afford to pay for this kind of life. Or me, for that matter, and I am a very profitable store owner in Jersey. So level with me, Jesus. How much does this discipling abundant life cost us?
Gertie, it doesn't cost you anything. I love you so much. It's been paid for. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly.
How deep and how wide, how long and how high is your great love for me? And how strong and how patient, how fervently chastened is your great love for me? And how deep and how wide, how long and how high is your great love for me? Oh, and how strong and how patient, how fervently chastened, yeah, is your great love for me? So is your great love